Okay, so for this topic, no, as recorded, we will have center of gravity. This is one of the final topics in chapter 2. No? So center of gravity, force or gravity on a solid can be considered to act at a single point called the center of gravity. It is a point at which the weight can be considered to act when calculating the torque due to weight. No? Pertaining to us to our past examples, mainly the ladder, no? We actually find the center of gravity at the middle, no? We calculated it at the middle. Uh, in this topic, we'll be handling more of the complex versions of that examples, no? It is also the point at which the weight is concentrated, no? So it doesn't mean that uh, the body doesn't have weight on each other sides, but the center of gravity indicates that it is the concentration point, no, which can be represented as a vectorial form, no, in our calculations. If the body is symmetrical or uniform, such as baseball, its center of gravity is at its geometric center. So, for example, we have a baseball. If you will find this CG or COG of the baseball, you will find it at its center, no? For example, the Earth, you have here yung Earth, Earth tapos cross mantle. The center of gravity is at the core of the baseball. An unsymmetrical body such as the human body will have a CG or COG closer to the massive part of the body. For example of this is our the we have our COG right at our torso, around our torso or our belly. Yan. So there are multiple ways in finding center of gravity, no? So of a regular and irregular. So we have here the plumb line method, no? So we'll be hopefully we can do this in a laboratory experiment, no? And on the upcoming weeks, no? It is a suspended object from any two close location and drop plumb lines from the suspension points. The intersection of these two lines is the center of mass. Now, let me show you the plumb line method. Now, using a YouTube video prepared or created by Evan to. So, as you can see, parang ang ginawa nung nasa video, naghang siya ng isang object, in this case, triangle, no? Tapos, may nag-point siya, punch siya ng 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, no? Mainly, ito yung magiging first point, second point, third point, and fourth point niya, no? Tapos, ginuhitan lang niya sa dulo ng kanyang triangle kung saan nahulog yung plumb line o yung tali, no? Tapos, right after that, pagka nilagyan na ng mga lines, no, their point of intersections is actually the center of gravity of that shape object. Ito, ginamit niya triangle, pero using the plumb line method, you can use different shape objects, no, lalo na yung mga complex na irregular shape objects, no. You can use plumb line method. Okay? So, that's the plumb line method. Then, moving forward, we have the analytical method. Ito yung gagawin natin. So, for the analytical method, so, using the torque and equilibrium concepts. No? Center of gravity of composite objects along the x-axis using weight. So you have here the center of gravity, you have here the summation of torque over the summation of mass. No? So you have here m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 and x3 and so on and so forth. No? Over m1, m2, m3 or the sum of its mass or totality ng mass na yan. If y and z axis is involved, same concept, no? So, papalitan nyo lang yung x component ng y component if y yung hinahanap. If z component naman, palitan lang natin ng z component. No? Calculation of the center of gravity in the, involving other quantities like area, volume, and length can also be obtained. No? So, if hindi given ng mass, area ang kanyang binigay, pwede din naman. No? So, area 1, x1, area 2, x2, area 3, x3, over the summation of area, o yung total area niya. No? Pag hinahanap naman yung y component, area 1, y1, area 2, y2, area 3, y3. Basta makancel yung numerator and denominator values. Kasi si y at si x, ito ay mga distances. No? So, if you will to find the center of gravity, kailangan natin coordinates. Coordinates meaning distances. Example, no? 4 particles are located in a coordinate system as shown. So, find the center of gravity for this system of 4 particles. No? So, you have here 5 kilograms at 0.5 meter ang layo kay 2 kilogram. Tapos 2 kilogram, 0.25 at the y-axis. At this point. No? Tapos, 4 kilogram at 1 meter. No? Ang layo dun sa dito. 2 kilograms. So, ang pinakamadali dito, ang pwedeng gawin natin dito is mag-coordinate dito sa point na to. Maglagay muna tayo ng Cartesian plane. No? Let me find the line. Shapes. At this point ako. Dito ako maglalagay ng Cartesian plane ko. Yan, no? So, first, meron tayong 5, 2 at 4 kilogram. Pag-aarin ko lang yan, M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4, yun na yung magiging denominator ko, no? So, 5 kilogram, 2 kilogram, 4 kilogram, and another 2 kilogram. Ito yung summation of the mass, no? Ito yung ating kilogram, no? Next, paano nangyari to? So, M1, X1. So, let's say yung M1 ko is yung 5 kilogram. No? Ito yung 5 kilogram. Tapos, yung x1 ko, pansinin nyo, bakit negative 0.5 meters? Kasi, from the Cartesian plane, bumilang ako ng negative 0.5. Going to the negative x-axis. No? Saan yun? Ito yun. Ito. From this point, yan. Yan. From this point, no? Yan. Up to this point, no? Negative 0.5 yan, no? Kaya ang naging value dito, 5 kilograms times negative 0.5 meter. Sunod naman, you have here 2 kilogram multiplied by the 0 meter. No? Bakit 0? Kasi, doon yung reference point natin. Like sa torque, no? If yung dyan yung reference point mo, 0 yung magiging value mo dyan kasi dyan ka naka-reference. Next naman, si 4 kilogram multiplied by 1 meter. Obviously, 1 meter siya dahil, bakit? Kasi, you have here 1 meter of distance from the 4 kilogram, positive x-axis. Lastly naman, you have here 2 kilogram multiplied by 0. Sir, bakit 0 pa rin dito? Eh, may distance na si 0.25 dito. Meron siyang distance of 0.25, di ba? Meron siya dito actually, di ba? Pero ang usapan natin is x component. No? Kung x component, si 2 kilogram sa taas, wala pa rin distance sa x component niya. So, therefore, 0 pa rin dito. Okay? Pag nilagyan nyo ng value to, hindi na siya x component. Ang usapan lang natin is x component. No? Usapan lang natin dito is x component. No? So, therefore, 2 times 0 pa rin to. No? Meron tayong 2 times 0 dito. Meron tayong 2 times 0 dito. So, yun yung x component natin. Pag nilagay nyo sa calculator, lalabas dyan is 0.115 meters. No? So, meron tayong 0.115 meters. Kulang pa yung ating answer. Para naman yung y component. Sa y component, same ang story, same ang storya. So you have here yung 5 meters. Yan. Let me, yan. You have here yung 5 meters, or 5 kilogram, I mean, the 5 kilogram here, multiplied by 0. Bakit 0? Kasi yung inangat niya sa y-axis is 0. Hindi naman siya umangat eh. No? Dito pa rin siya katapat. So therefore, 5 times 0 siya. Next is 2 times 0. 0 pa rin dahil nakatapat dito sa 2. No? Nakatapat din eh. Wala siyang inangat. Next naman is yung 4 kilogram times 0. So wala pa rin inangat. No? Kahit may 1 meter na haba yan, wala pa rin siyang inangat sa y-axis. Then lastly, yung 2 kilogram times 0.25. Ito siya. All over the summation of the weight ulit or yung mass. No? So you have here yung 0.038 meter. Now, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng COG na yan? No? Para mahanap ba yung COG, bilang ka daw ng x component na 0.115, bilang ka daw ng 0.115 dyan, tapos bilang ka daw ng 0.38 pataas. No? 0.115, at this point pala, no? At this point, no? Yan, hindi dyan. Dito sa center point, no? Kumbaga, kung saan ka nag-Cartesian plane, no? Bilang ka daw ng 0.115, tapos bilang ka daw ng 0.38 pataas, nandun daw yung center of gravity of that 3 points. Okay? Yan. So, you can replay this video naman, no? We're moving forward for our next problem. Next problem. Example 2.16. Determine the center of gravity of the L-shaped glass as shown. No? So, papansin niyo ang center of gravity ng isang rectangle is right at its center point. Kumbaga, saan nagka-cross yung diagonals. No? So, in this case, kung ito yung diagonal natin, yan. So, you have here yung 1 meter, 4 meters dito, at 2 meters to. Kung 1 meter to, 1 meter din dapat to. Nandito, from this point, no? Tapos, ito naman, 2 meter and 1 meter. Let's consider 2 points, no? Itong this point and this point. Yun yung mga gitna niya. No? Yan. This point and this point. So, therefore, parang dalawang object yung gagawin natin. Pag ganito mga shape objects, mas mainam na hatiin, no? Parang hahatiin natin dito. Yan, dyan. So, meron tayong shape 1. Yan. Meron tayong item number 1. Ito, this whole point, no? Yan. Tapos, ito namang si item number 2. No? Yan. Yan. Dalawa. No? Sir, paano kung hindi ganyan yung hati namin? Ang ginawa namin is ganito. Tapos, ganyan din. Although may iba yung mga component, may iba yung mga center of gravity. Ito, di ba gigit na to? Dating kanina nandito, pupunta sa taas. Ito naman, nandito. Although mag-iiba yung given na dalawa, it will yield the same answer pa rin. No? Kumbaga, magkaiba lang tayo ng paghahati or pag-chop-chop, pero yung paglabas ng center of gravity, it will yield the same answer. Sir, paano naman pag hinati namin 3 beses? Ganito hati namin. Ganyan, 3. Ganyan pa, 3 yung magiging component nyo, 3 pa rin yung magiging ganito nyo. 3 yung magiging values nyo. No? So, it will still yield the same answer, no? At that point. No? So, wala tayong problema kahit 4 nyo, 5 nyo, 6, 7, ang hati, as long as tama yung pagkuha ng center of gravity. No? So, in this case, 2 lang yung ginawa na yung problem, 2 lang yung ating sundan. Ayan, 2 lang. No? That 2 points. So, papansin niyo ito yung CG ni 1 at CG ni 2. No? So, we'll have here yung ating total area. In this case, area yung given. No? So, area 1, ito yung ating area 1. No? Yan yung area 1 natin. So, you have here, rather, ito pala. No? This one pala. Ito sa area 1 natin. You have here 1 meter by 1 meter. So, you have 1 square meter. Sa area 2, this is the area 2, pangalawang area. So, you have here 1 meter by 4 meters, so you have 4 square meter. So, a total area of 5 square meter. No? So, kunin lang natin yung mga value ni x1 and y1, x2 and y2. Pansinin nyo, ito yung value na to, no? Ito dito. No? Ito siya. So, you have here yung ating area nga, area 1 and area 2, no? Kunin lang natin yung x and y component of its center of gravity. Paano ba kinukuha yon, no? So, you have here yung x1 na to, yung a1 na to, ito yung area 1 natin, ano? Ito yung area 1 natin. Papansinin nyo, yung center of gravity nandito. Paano ka makarating dito? So, you have this point, no? Itong area na to. Yan, ito. Gano'n ba kahaba to? Ito kanina, 1 meter. Plus 0.5 para makarating ka dito. So, therefore, yung x1 component mo is 1.5 meter. No? Sunod, paano ka naman makakarating sa y component? Paangat, no? That is, ito taas. That will be 0.5 meter. So, ito yung si x1 at si y1 mo at area 1 mo, no? Ito yung iyong COG coordinates. Ito yung COG 1 mo, no? 1.5 tsaka 0.5. Next naman, COG number 2 mo naman, itong area 2 mo naman, paano ka makakarating doon? So, you have here yung 0.5 meters. Ito yon. Tapos, meron kang 2 meters going up. 2 metro. Ba't 2 metro, sir? Kasi kalahati ng 4. 2 meters. No? Ito ngayon yung COG number 2 mo. No? 0.5 tsaka 2 meters. Okay? Calculating for the COG, you have here yung 1 meter sa x component. 1 meter square times 1.5 x1 plus 4 meter, no, yung area 2 naman natin, times 0.5 meter. Saan galing yung 0.5 meter? Dito sa x sub 2. Kasi x ang usapan. No? So, you have here 1 times 1.5 times 4 times 0.5 over 5 meter. Cancel out si meter squared. Lalabas is 0.7 meter. Okay? Sunod naman, kay y component, same ng concept. So, you have here 1 square meter times 0.5. You have here yung y1 plus 4 meter times y2 na 2 meter. y2 to ha. y sub 2 to. Over 5 square meter. Lalabas is 1.7. Now, to get daw yung ang ating daw COG of this L-shaped object is 0.7 meters going dito. Bilang ka lang ng 0.7 dyan. Tapos, 1.7 going up. No, kaya wala nandito, around dito. 1.7. Kumbaga, pag dito mo hinawakan yung L-shaped object na yan, magbabalance yan. Parang yung mga ano nyo, parang yung mga panyo na bench and bat, na pag pinapaikot nyo yung bench and bat na panyo na yon, nasa gitna niya is center of gravity. Andito rin yan. No, pag hinawakan nyo dyan, magbabalance out yung ating L-shaped object na to. Okay? Moving forward for our next example. So we have here yung example 2.17, given a figure of a metallic square sheet of a uniform thickness having a dimension of 50 by 50 cm with a small circular portion cut from it. Ay, may butas ngayon, no? How do you calculate yung mga butas, no? This portion has a diameter of 15 cm from the side of the sheet. No? So, meron tayong 15 cm by 15 cm from its sides. Tapos, may butas na merong diameter na 15 cm. Point the center of gravity of the remaining portion. So, ito, simple lang dapat to eh. Diba? Pagka square, nasa gitna lang yung center of gravity niya. Pero dahil may butas dito, ma-offset or maiiba yung ating center of gravity na para bang sa mga kaan ng motor, no? Pag inalighten nyo, gumagaan. So, therefore, yung center of gravity niyan, hindi na nandito kasi mas magaan yung part na to eh. No? Medyo lalaban ng kaunti yan. No? Para natin hahanapin. So, you have here yung area 1. No? So, you have here yung area 1, yung area ng buong square na yan. That will be 50 by 50, lalabas 2.5 times 10 raised to 3 square cm. No? Or, you have here 25 cm, or rather, 2.5 times 10 raised to 3 cm. No? Ito nga yung area. Para makuha yung kanyang COG number 1, no? Ito yung COG number 1 niya, this will be yung 25, dito kalahati nito, at kalahati din nito. No? Yan. Kalahati niyan at kalahati niyan. So, you have your 25 and 25. Dito gitna nung square na yan, kung wala yung bilog na yan. No? Next naman, yung area naman ng bilog. So, you have here pi d squared over 4, no? So, pwede naman kayong gumamit ng pi r squared, no? In this case, pi d squared over 4, pi raised to multiplied by 15 squared over 4, lalabas is 176.715 square cm yung ating bilog, no? Now, to get naman yung kanyang center of gravity, pansinin nyo, 35 and 35 dito, para nakuha yun, 25, this will be 25, plus yung konti dito na 15 cm, di ba? Nag-minus na 15 dito. Lalabas, this is 35. No? 35 yung x component na yan. Tapos mataas naman dito, this will be also 35. No? 50 minus 15, 35. Doon makikita yung gitna ng bilog na yan. Regardless kung butas or hindi, that will be a center of gravity kailangan natin kunin. Papasilin nyo yung area. No? You have yung area ng box. You have here 2.5 times 10 raised to 3. Minus natin yung 176. No? Nag-minus tayo. In this case, nag-minus. Pasilin nyo. Oh. Yan. Yan na. Nag-minus 176. Bakit minus? Kasi yung pag-minus nito sa ating bilog is cavity. Butas yan. No? Pag butas, minus yung area, obviously. Pag nakaulbok, yung bilog, plus dapat yung ating area. In this case, negative siya dahil butas to. No? Meron tayong portion of diameter cut. No? For the side of sheet. No? Yan, naputol yan. So, therefore, ang ating total area is 2323.285. No? Ito na yung total area ng sheet na to na may butas ng napabilog. No? To get the x component, same ng story. You have here 2.5, area 1. Area 1 is still 2.5, yung malaki na to, times 10 raised to 3, multiplied by 25. 25 sa x1 niya. No, ito. 25 sa x1. Minus 176. Sir, but minus? Kasi nga, cavity or butas ito. 176 times 35 yung kanyang x2. All over total area of 2323.285. Lalabas 24.239 cm yung x component of the COG. KY naman, same ng concept, parehas pa rin. 2.5 times 10 raised to 3 multiplied by the y1, 25 cm, minus 176 area ng bilog, times 35 cm, you have here all over 23.285. Lalabas ulit is 24.239. So therefore, sinasabi dito na ang center of gravity niya, pag bumilang ka daw ng 24 dito at 24 dito, no? 24 dyan, nandyan yung center of gravity niya. No? From originally, nandito yan eh. Parang nandito yung original na center of gravity niya, na offset dahil merong butas. No? Nagkaroon dito na 24.2. Okay? So, there are multiple types of center of gravity. Madaming pwedeng choices of center of gravity. Ito yung ginagawa natin. Ito yung ginagawa natin sa mga circle or rectangulars. B over 2, A over 2. Ito yung ginagawa natin para makuha yung gitna, di ba? Ito, like this one. No? Di-divide lang natin yung length and width niya. No? Ito naman yung sa triangle. Pag naman in the x component, no, merong h over 3. Tapos sa y component naman, ayan, you can be plus 2a over 3, no? Pwede nyo gamitin itong mga to, no? Ang ilalagay lang dito, magkakaroon lang kayo ng substitution dito sa mga values na to. No? Instead of 25 dito, may iba yung mga values na yan, no? Yung mga x1, y1 natin, and x2 and y2. Ito yung mga x1 and y1 niya, x2 and y2. Okay? Quarter circle, ito siya. Circular sector, so elliptical, spandrel, quarter elliptical, ito yung mga given values. Ibibigay ko naman to pag pinakuwiz ko sa inyo, no? Bibigyan ko kayo ng mga gantong mga references, no? So for your graded sheet work, ito yung hahanapin yung COG, no? So ito, butas ito, again, butas ito. Tapos ito, rectangular and rectangular. Oy, tapos ito parang kalahating or 1/4 na bilog, no? Pag 1/4 na bilog, ito. Yan, quarter circular area. Hanapin niyo lang COG niya. So therefore, meron kayong ilang component. Pwedeng isa, pwedeng dalawa, tatlo, apat na component, no? All over the total area of this. Okay? So I do hope na gawa nito, no? So I will have this video and this PowerPoint be sent on your mayor and on your representatives.